And we're back. Howdy y'all, this is Ethan Bonreal playing more Oracle of Seasons, and last time we were here, we entered some ruins, found a dungeon, got lost a little bit, but we found a boomerang, which was pretty cool, right? This time around, we are going to go deeper in the dungeon, take this boomerang and use it to murder a plant monster, and then maybe start making our way to the next dungeon, which is going to be legit, right? Because we have to keep our trail going. We gotta keep on our path and make some murder fight. But now that we're here, I will let you know I practiced off screen, so this should go pretty smoothly if I can remember what item I was looking for. I'm looking for these. There we go. So we're gonna kill those in one swipe. There we go. And kill those. And was there anything else in here? So we need to take this boomerang we got here and use its magical power to turn to get rid of these fucking keys first. Get out of here, keys. And then hit that. Oh my fucking god. Fucked up. So we need to re-equip this bad boy. Get our Pegasus seeds on here. Fuck, I scrubbed out. And I actually did not need to go this way. So I'm a failure. All my practicing was for nothing. But where I do need to go is down here, because I remember what I'm doing now. But I also think this is the wrong way. I think that I needed to go a different direction first. But we'll figure that out in just a bit. So this is what happens again when I fucking practice the day before I record, is that I just always forget what direction to go in the interim. So we're gonna see if this is the right way, but if it's not, I know where to go, because it's one of two ways that's the right way to go. Here we go, get out of here, you fucker. I don't even know what those enemies are called. But, how y'all doing? I'm doing just dandy. I've been at school all the livelong day. Actually, I'm lying a little bit. It feels like I've been at school all day because of how late I woke up, but in fact, I've been in bed most of the day. I woke up at 2 and then stayed in the bed for another hour and a half almost, and then called financial aid to talk about why the hell I ain't got no money offered to me, and it turns out it's just because it's still processing. Because I don't think I mentioned this to y'all in one of the previous videos, but basically what happened was when I was doing my FAFSA, I accidentally sent the information to the wrong school. I sent it to Texas A&M instead of the school I go to, which is another school in Texas. And that was very foolish of me. I don't know what I was thinking. I probably didn't have my glasses on, or alternatively, I dyslexia'd out, which is rough. And that is one of the real realities of having dyslexia, is that sometimes I read things, or I imagine that I read things, even when they are not properly read. So I always gotta double check, and I regret not double checking on that occasion. Get out of your keys. So let's grab this. Alright, we're going. Oh my god, fuck. So this is actually a pretty iconic room, because there aren't really puzzles like this in the other dungeons where you're like racing like this. And in fact, one of the rooms that we're gonna visit soon, actually, there's a Tumblr gif of that, because it's a pretty neat room that has a very neat trap structure. And you'll see what I mean when we get there, but in the meantime, I'm gonna tell y'all more about what happened with my gay old day. So, anyway, after I got off the phone with financial aid, basically I went to my school, and there we go, push that. I went to my school and I helped the LGBT organization I'm part of, I haven't talked about that in a while, set up some stuff that they needed to get set up. So you may think I went the wrong way, because there's a key here and I don't have a key. But actually we're supposed to drop down and then we'll come back here in a bit. Because, that room that I couldn't do anything in, I now can do something in. Gimme. There we go, we got our key. Thank you. So we're going to jump back up there on that trampoline and stick this key in the hole it goes in, and we're going to be almost to the boss. We got a little bit more to do. But I actually ended up showing there late because I did not realize my gas was actually, like, almost on E. Like, I was pretty close to running out of gas, so I actually started going there, and I had to turn around, because there's a large stretch where there are no gas stations, because I live in the middle of nowhere. And I had to get gas, and then it was rush hour, and so it just took forever to leave the gas station. Like, literally, I could not turn out for, like, almost 12 minutes. Like, no fucking joke. There were just so many fucking cars, and everyone was so anxious to get home. They just would not let me out. Actually, that is a really big pet peeve of mine, is when people block, like, the exits and entrances of businesses. Fuck, dude, I just need to hit this fucker one more time. When there's a lot of traffic, because they're, like, supposed to leave, like, a gap so that people can get through. Thank you, I hit you. Fine. There we go. Get out of here. But they're supposed to leave a gap to let me out, but they don't. So they just, like, are bumper to bumper, and I'm just sitting there waiting to try to get out, but of course they don't let me, because they also want to go home. And so I was there, and I didn't want to be there, but eventually I escaped from the hell that is 1604. So this is the room I was talking about. If I wasn't a scrub, actually I'm going to redo this. If I wasn't a scrub, you can just actually walk literally straight through this room. I'm going to wait for this to wear off. Just hold forward on the control stick and you won't get hit by anything. And there's a gif of that on Tumblr, and I thought it was really cute because it reminded me of this game. But anyway, went to school, had some fun, saw some people I knew, didn't really contribute much because I showed up late. And that's it. What else went on? I rewatched some Steven Universe, because I fucking love me the shit out that show. I really do love it. I was rewatching some episodes about Pearl, because she is one of my favorite characters. Although I actually love all of the Steven Universe characters, but I relate to Pearl a lot, because we had very similar lifestyles outside of the fact that I'm not an alien. In that I spent a lot of my life being, like, really fucking ultra-dependent on people. Which may not show now, because I'm fairly assertive, but that's something that's learned. That is a learned behavior. I was really, really ultra-mega dependent on people. And because I went ahead and said that, I guess I can't tease y'all. I should talk more about what I mean by that. Basically, when I was younger, I had very, very, very mega ultra terrible self-esteem. I actually was, like, almost literally a completely different person, although that's not necessarily true. I'm still very similar, it's just I deal with how I feel a lot better. And I've made some recognitions, so I still am a very sad faggot, but I am not sad for the same reasons. So, but luckily the reason in the way I'm sad works out better for me in the long term, because I don't do things that are particularly foolish anymore. But anyway, like I was saying, so I mentioned in the previous video, I think, that I was really into MapleStory, and that I actually, like, had my first internet crush on a boy that I met on MapleStory. And let me tell you, I love me the shit out that boy. Man, I'm actually blushing a little bit. I really, 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 really liked him. And I think the reason I liked him so much, it was because I was really hungry to be liked, which is something I've noticed in a lot of other people. And, again, myself, I noticed in myself, because that's how I was, but basically, like, I loved him so desperately because I just really wanted to be loved myself. And hey, we have a boss to fight. Oh my gay god. Okay. So this is Manhandla. I gotta throw my boomerang at this fucker. And chop off its little hair things. There we go. I'm actually doing a pretty good job not getting hit. So the reason why you need the Magic Boomerang for this, other than it is the only item that damages it, is that it generally opens the heads that are behind it, so you need to use the boomerang to navigate behind it to chop off its heads. Fuck. Which is pretty neat. I actually really like this boss, because, in part, because I really fucking like this weapon. every time you chop off one of its heads, you will make it move faster. I don't know, I'm trying to quote everything I remember from the wiki here. There we go. You actually, if you're swaggy, you can actually chop all 4 heads off at the same time by positioning it well, because if it leaves its mouths open a lot, and you can time it basically so that all 4 are open when you throw the boomerang at it, and it'll go through all 4 of them. But that's a little bit hard. I did do that on my practice run, which sucks y'all can't see it. But you'll just have to take my word for it. I did it. It happened. It was a thing that definitely happened. Can you piss off? Oh my god. I actually really hope I do not die, because I don't want to have to go back up here. Where are you? Where did you go? Fuck, dude. Oh, my great gay god, I died. Okay, whatever. Fuck this game. Well, I'm not restarting. We're gonna walk our ass back in there and murder that plant monster. And I guess this gives me more time to talk to you. But I love that boy so fucking desperately. I'm actually a little bit embarrassed about that, TBH. Like, that fills me with disgust. Like, as an adult, I now shun those pathetic emotions like love and happiness. There's only misery and there's only memes, really, for me. Those are the only things that bring me pleasure. But basically, I don't know, I guess, like, so I'll just be real, like, I fucking was obsessed with them a little bit. And we actually did get pretty close. We shared a lot with each other, and we talked a lot, and we interacted a lot. But he was straight, spoilers. Who could have figured... I bet y'all could have figured that out. And I thought that if I just devoted my gay ass to him and proved how loyal I was, that he would eventually love me, and that is 100% not how it worked, because we would not be having this conversation today. I would be living as his suburban wife, taking care of our adopted gay babies, and I wouldn't be fucking depressed and playing video games. But, well, actually, it's not all his fault. I don't want it to sound like that. I was just born a depressed homo. Actually, that's not true either. That's me being a little bit mean to myself. I've just been depressed for a very long time, and it doesn't necessarily have to deal with him, but it didn't help. But basically, I was like, he'll eventually fall in love with me if I just stay loyal to him. And I feel like Pearl does that a little bit. TBH, like, so one of the things when you have low self-esteem, but you're like, I need to get this fucker to love you, is like, you just do shit for people that they didn't ask for. So, like, doing favors people didn't ask for, or, like, inconveniencing yourself for the sake of others to, like, prove how much you like them. And I think that's actually a little bit mean to do to other people now. I recognize as an adult that's actually kind of manipulative of me, or that was manipulative of me. To try to, like, force people to accept favors from me, or to, like, basically try to force people to feel that they need to have gratitude towards me, or reciprocate romantic feelings because I did something for them that they didn't even ask me to do. There we go. Fuck off. There we go. But now I know better. I know that's cruel, because I'm grown. I'm grown and I know better. There we go, I got him. Fuck off, nerd. I actually didn't even need to kill those fuckers, because this puzzle's still complete. But I feel like Pearl may have done that a little bit. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but, like, I feel like some of the stuff that they talked about in one of the episodes where she was, like, sacrificing herself in battle for the sake of Rose, I felt like that was really a little bit like... Because Rose clearly didn't want that, and Pearl was like, just let me fucking do it. And I can relate to that. I can really relate to that. And I can also just really relate to kind of like holding out and hoping someone would love you, like, through really trying to be there for them, and it just not working out that way. Or kind of like realizing that the feelings you have for someone are really more of a product of how you feel about yourself. That's a really big thing. Like, when your feelings for someone else are more of a product of how you feel about yourself. That is, oh my god. Oh my god, I just had a realization. That's what I've been trying to articulate for a while. Like, I didn't love him because he was especially special. I loved him because I felt I was especially not special. Wah wah. Sad but true, but now you know, and now I get to get murdered by this fucking plant monster again on screen. I really hope I don't gotta reset this, but I'm a little bit tilted, actually. I just tilted myself fucking thinking about about my past. Please don't murder me. Well, I'm dead. I tilted the shit out of myself. And you know what? You're gonna get to fucking see it. You get to see me quasi-nerd raging a little bit, because I'm talking about my sad gay past, and it made me distracted. But like I was saying, he was not actually that nice of a person to me, but I kind of ignored that when I was younger because I was hungry for love, and acceptance. And also, honestly, I just didn't know what else to do. Like, I'd never really had examples of, like, what love, like, really healthy examples of what love was. I'd really just seen, during that period of time, like, gay indie films were kind of taking off. Like, there've been gay indie films and films with, like, gay themes in them for a long time, but, like, in the early 2000s, like, gay cinema, like, made by gay people, like, gay college students, like, was starting to take off, and a lot of them were basically, like, them being in love with fucking straight boys, and then them eventually being like, well, I'm gay, I'm not gay, but I do love you, bro. Or, like, basically someone, like, being in love with their straight best friend, and there being, like, a quasi-maybe romantic resolution, or maybe not. Or they just, like, became bros and stuff, but that was in my mind at that time, and that, in retrospect, is probably a product of them having very similar experiences to me and just fucking writing about it. So I'm not gonna hold them accountable or blame them and be like, this is fucking toxic, why did you create this media that explained your own life? But, you know how it is. But he was really fucking mean to me. He actually said some really fucked up shit that I'm still a little bit salty about. And broke my heart a little bit. He actually once said, and I think that other gay men have had experiences kind of similar to this, where, like, he was like, if you were a fucking girl, I'd date you, which is, like, really, sometimes people think that's a nice thing to say, but that's actually fucking mean. That's really mean, because because it gives people hope, and that's one of the worst things to do in that situation. But I mean, fuck, we were both like 15, so it didn't work out. Or he didn't know what he was doing. Anyway, I'm gonna try to focus on killing this boss this time, because I have died twice on screen. Luckily, it's not, this video isn't that long, but I don't want it to be more than 22 minutes. Fuck, dude. Alright, so I need to stand on this, and... fuck. There we go. Oh my god, please. I just want to kill your heads. I just want to kill your heads. There we go. There we go. It's also best to try to kill the heads on the back of it first. Fuck, I missed again. Because it is harder to hit them later on in the fight when it is moving faster, but holy shit, I can't hit any of them. Why is God like this to me? There we go, okay, I got one of the back ones. So I need to hit the next back one. That's also something, I'm sorry, I'm kind of thinking back to what I was talking about. That's actually something I'm really wary of now in people, is when people are, like, really desperate for my friendship or my, like, validation or love. Like, I recognize that as being something familiar, and that's like a red flag to me. Like, I don't want to fucking be your sole source of validation, because no human can give that to you. There we go. Almost got it. There we go. Okay. So now we need to hit this fucker like 3 times. Are you fucking shitting me, dude? Okay. Oh my god, why? Man, I sounded really not like an African American in that moment, but I'm tilted as hell, my guy. Like, holy shit. Why is this happening? Maybe that's something else I can talk about, how I was fucking, when I started using, like, voice shit on the internet, I was, like, really relentlessly mocked for how I sounded, because I sounded real fucking country when I was younger. Holy shit, I sounded country as hell. I sounded, like, really black and really southern, and also kind of feminine, too, because I was mostly raised by my mama. And, so I just sounded like a black woman who was raised in the South a little bit. And so when that was on the internet, I just got called a faggot and a nigger a lot, basically. I also used to have my name be Ebonics on some of the things I was, and basically I got called a nigger a lot, which is always very pleasurable. But, you know, fuck my life. So, like, this is a good episode. Like, I feel like I commented very well, but I didn't accomplish anything. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more try, and if I beat the boss this time, I'm gonna cut out, I don't know what I might not cut it all, because I'm talking good, right? Like, I'm not playing good, but I'm making good words, say. That's actually something also that he did that was kind of mean to me. So, I like that whenever I decide I just want to talk about shit, I just, like, completely say that's something else that I don't know, like, I don't really, I need to work on segueing into shit more gracefully, because I just basically completely changed what I was talking about. But I also do have ADD, so maybe I'm allowed to do that. I can do whatever I want. I'm black anyway, so you can't tell me nothing. But one of the things that guy did was actually kind of make fun of how I talked. So me being Southern, I would, like, say, I would pronounce things kind of wrong, but, like, not wrong, because you're Southern, so, like, when you're Southern, you're allowed to have, like, inappropriate inflections and add sounds where sounds ain't living. And I would say, instead of making fun of someone, I'd say, you making fun of me, or front of me, like, fun, but kind of with an R sound, so it sounds like you're making front of someone. And he was like, are you fucking stupid or something? And I was like, no, I'm not stupid. I just talk different than you. But he made fun of me pretty intensely for that, and it made me feel really bad, actually. And I would type damn as Dame, D-A-M, or D-A-N, D-A-M-E, which is empirically the wrong way to spell it, but that's just how I had always seen it fucking seem to spell, so, I don't know. Maybe I'm just ignorant. Oh, excuse me, so we're gonna give this one more go, and I'm gonna stop talking about that, because it is distracting me, and I am a little bit tilted. And we're gonna see what I can do. We aren't at 25 minutes yet. We can see if I can beat this boss within the next 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll still be good on time, because I don't like having videos more than 25 minutes. That's actually good. I actually should stand above it, because that makes it easier to hit this shit, right? But I just took a lot of free damage for no reason, because I'm a scrub lord. Okay. There we go, okay. So if I can get on the appropriate side. Please don't ram me again. Are you fucking kidding me? If I fucking die again, I'm gonna rage. You know what I really should be doing? I should not have my sword on. I should be having my rock's feather so I can jump. What the fuck have I been doing? This makes a lot more. Oh my god, I'm such a scrub. Oh my god, I missed. Are you kidding me? I'm like holding my breath here. Okay, so we now just need to hit this fucker several... Oh my god. If he runs into me once, I'm gonna die. I wanna scream. Oh my god, please, why are you like this? Okay, I won. I beat the fight. Okay, we won. Holy shit. I did it. I did it, mama. Okay, so... I'm gonna grab this essence here, and we're gonna end the video pretty abruptly, so let's go ahead and grab this bad boy. You got the Blowin' Wind, an essence of nature. Sweet fruit is born when pollen is carried by that blowing wind, baby. There we go, we got it. So, yeah, I'm gonna cut the video here. We're not even gonna listen to the Maku Tree give its Maku Tree speech that it does at the end of every video. So thanks for watching, I'll catch y'all later, and goodbye.